Hello! We're live! Welcome, kiddos, to the streaming rainbow. We are doing one shot every Friday in December. Welcome to number 3, the supernatural one. And when we say supernatural, yes, we are talking about CW's Supernatural. If you haven't yet, follow us on the YouTube, follow us on the Twitch, then get on those TikToks, get on that Instagram. We're on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Follow us, get to know us, come in the Discord, talk to us. We're everywhere. We are here for you. Welcome to the streaming rainbow. Tonight, we will be doing some giveaways, some prizes. We got some stickers. We got some dice for you, some beautiful rainbow resin dice, and some beautiful stickers of our faces and our logos. Aren't you excited? My name is Cameron. My pronouns are he, him. I will be your DM for the evening, and we're going to have a great time. This is our first party for the night, one of 2. So get to know them. They won't be here long, but they will be here for a good time. Without further ado, we will go from left to right. You want to start us off? Tell us your name, your pronouns, and a little bit about your character. That's you, Bailey.
Okay, you were pointing to Lydia on my screen.
That's because it's mirrored, and I don't understand my lefts and rights.
I am. My name is Bailey. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Forrest this evening. Also, pronouns he, him. He is a human druid with a background in smuggling. So I'm very excited to see what he brings to the table today.
I'm Vinny. I'm playing Barnaby Jones. Everybody just calls me Barnaby. He's got a background he's got the folk hero background, and he's a human fighter.
All right, my name is Lydia, pronouns she, her, and I will be playing Gertie, pronouns also she, her. Gertie is a 45-year-old strong bartending woman from a family of hunters up in Rochester, New York. He is a bard, and well, what she has to do tonight. You are muted, Mr. DM.
Oh, amazing. Welcome, welcome all. The setting is Rochester, New York. A rock and roll theme plays across a title screen, and we see our heroes, our hunters, driving in a 69 Camaro, brand new. Came out last year because this is the summer of 69. Woodstock has just been invented. There are many talented artists taking the stage, but no, that is not where we are. We are driving to a small little dive bar called the Bacchus. It is a venue little known to anybody but the hustle and bustle of the music world here in New York. It seems a lot of new musical artists that are taking the stage at this Woodstock festival started out singing but humble tunes at this small little bar. But this bar holds a dark secret. Yes, there are those who use it to catapult their career and gain fame almost worldwide, but those who don't make it have all met a terrible fate. Our hunters have done a little digging, and in the past week of interviewing, using fake names, gathering supplies, they have found all of these disappearances to be rather odd. In fact, these disappearances have all left behind a body almost mummified, sucked dry of every liquid, every energy in their body. At first, the hunters thought maybe it didn't vamp. There was no light to be seen. Plot thickens. The monster hunters might face a task more difficult than they have ever faced before. Let's check in on the final leg of their hunting journey. Who's driving this beautiful vehicle?
That'd be me, Barnaby Jones. That'd be me.
Okay.
For the last time, don't touch the radio.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just tired of hearing the same song over and over and over again.
Smoke on the Water is a classic. God damn it.
Yeah, I understand. I agree.
Can you all stop your bitching and just play the music?
Where are we headed again?
Headed to this dive bar. Been a lot of bodies showing up recently. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it in the newspaper. Honestly, it's been all over the national news.
I usually stay around Gertie's bar. Haven't been too far out just yet. I wasn't around here because I was in Niagara Falls recently.
I've heard some people talking about it, but I haven't visited yet.
Well, it's just a couple miles up the road. We'll be there soon.
You kind of tune out and drive to the sound of Smoke on the Water. And that's all I can use for copyright reasons. What do these characters, these hunters, look like? What is the vibe they are going in? How are they feeling in this moment?
Yeah, Forrest has on this very rough and torn leather green jacket, and he's got like this kind of tie-dye but like camouflage tie-dye bandana around his head, and just this black kind of like frizzled hair coming out of the top of it, and this pretty mid chest length beard that's just real salt and pepper mixed in there. And he's got, some fingerless gloves on. He's just got his elbow up on the window and finger on his forehead, listening to Smoke on the Water for the 48th time as they head to this bar.
B is dressed in pretty much all camo. Except his camo jacket and camo hat that has the Chevrolet logo on it because he does love himself some Chevy. He's got pretty clean shaven, an older guy around his 70s. Gone through more than a few fair share of hunts, and survived. Surprising to him more than anybody else. No gloves, just pants, camo jacket, camo hat. Just driving.
Cool.
Driving and vibing.
Gertie is denim on denim in the attire, with boots underneath. She is tired and not happy to be here. Honestly, she'd rather be doing anything but hunting at this point, but it's in the hometown, so we're not going to let anybody screw with the home, and that's why we're willing to go along with it for a minute.
Yeah, got to take care of business.
You got to take care of business, indeed. And I think that rings through all of your heads as you pull around the back entrance of this bar. It is dark.
done got yourself muted again. And he's gone. And he's back.
We love technical difficulties.
That's all right.
I'm just saying, there's got to be more tracks on this than just Smoke on the Water.
There is more, and I've gone through the tracks, done the tape twice. Fine. I'll put in some AC/DC.
Okay.
There we go.
And that's all we can do.
Okay, that's okay. Pull in to the back of the bar. It is dark. There are no stars in the sky. All you see is a dingy dumpster as you whip this large vehicle behind. There's a metal door and a brick wall. A small slit at eye level in this metal door lets you know there's somebody guarding this back entrance, or at least there seems to be. You hear the bumping of instrumental music coming from inside of this small, dingy dive. What do you do?
Well, first I go to my trunk and grab my shit.
You open your trunk. What does this trunk look like as you open it?
Oh, there's books in one side, little compartments for knives, stakes, staves, little compartments for guns, and a rifle that I put over my shoulder, along with a blade I put in my waist, called the Blade of the Moonwalker.
Now, B, I know you've been doing this a long time, but you really think we're going to walk into this bar with a rifle over your shoulder?
Never stopped me before, but fine. Put it back.
Forrest opens up his bag that he threw in the trunk and pulls out these like goggles that he kind of like puts on over top of the bandana that he's got on, and he pulls out a sickle and kind of just puts it on like his back sheath that kind of gets hid by his leather jacket. And he's got a staff that he kind of like tries to tuck away in his and kind of like uses like a walking stick.
Gertie just gets out of the car and puts her purse on her shoulder.
Yeah. I can at least
Iconic.
I can at least grab my wand and put it in my pocket.
Yes, you grab your wand. It emanates with energy, almost bumping along to the tunes you hear as you approach this metal door. Does anybody knock?
Who knows how to talk to people?
Oof.
You.
Boo, boo, boo. You knock on this door almost like magic. It rings out. It thuds louder than the music you hear bumping back. And the slit at eye level opens up. You see sunken blue eyes and a ruddy skin tone as they lean in under the light of the nearby street lamp, kind of slowly pouring in to this back alleyway. It is dark, but you see behind this person there is multicolored lights, wisps of smoke, and you get a large sniff of marijuana, tobacco, smoke, and booze. And you hear the music clearly. A beautiful alto voice rings out above a brass band. They have enthralled the crowd. You hear not a pin drop besides this haunting melodic tune. And then you hear in a gruff voice, "Welcome to the Bacchus. Are you here for business or for pleasure?"
Just looking to have a good time.
A good time, you say? Well, you must all pay.
What's his price?
What's a cover charge?
Well, that's up to what you think you're worth, now, isn't it?
What's this guy talking about?
Yeah, can I make an insight check and to see exactly what we're getting ourselves
Yes.
here?
Roll an insight check.
Oof, that's a 12.
A 12. Okay. With a 12, it is dark, it is smoky, there is music playing. It's hard to read somebody just by dimly lit eyes, but you get a sense that this person doesn't want money.
Mm-hmm.
How about an ancient item?
The slit closes and the door opens just a little bit.
One moment. I go back to my trunk and grab the inescapable lash and come back. How's this for you?
Okay. What do you hand this? As you open this door, a large, fat man looks about like 50 or so, balding on top, brown skin, bright, like unnatural blue eyes. They stand about like 6'5", almost taking up this entire door frame. What does it mean to you?
I got this from a hunt that meant a lot to me when my boy was involved. It's ties you up pretty good.
Can you, as you say, from a hunt, can you make either an insight or a perception check for me?
Shit.
See, B here's a bit of a cowboy.
13.
A 13. You see he just like tenses for a moment and his hand is still outstretched and he kind of shakes it a little bit.
Yeah.
Seems impatient.
Mountain lion got a hold of my coat when I found this around that thing's nest. I handed him the inescapable lash.
So you hand them this lash, this whip that meant something to you that is tied to honestly all you are at this stage of your life. And if you weren't kind of awakened to this supernatural world, you wouldn't notice it. But his eyes glow just a little bit blue as you hand him this lash. He closes his eyes and breathes in this stale dive bar air. And he takes this lash and puts it in a pouch that he has sitting next to him on a chair. He takes a step back and he says, "Welcome to Bacchus. The boss will be very happy with your offering."
I thank you kindly.
Who's the boss? I haven't met him yet.
He nods to you and he says, the boss. Now the boss keeps this place running. If you want to know his name now, all you have to do is look to the sign.
The
Buckets.
The sign.
sign.
Now you're getting in, it's getting cold.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
You come and he closes the door instantly. Everything is purple and green and blue as the lights shift and change. You see a crowd of people huddled around a small stage where a couple of instrumentalists, musicians play a trombone, a saxophone, a trumpet that echoes in this space. It doesn't seem too small for these loud, brassy instruments. A young black man is tickling the ivories, and a woman with dark black skin, close cropped black hair, and a white gown that glitters all the colors of the lights as the sequins capture them as she moves and she sings a tune which words you can't even grasp onto because her voice is just so enthralling. You stare at her for a moment, and almost like you are being guided by a force outside of yourself, you start to move into the space. Can I have everybody roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
Welp.
I'm good at those.
It's not terrible.
Dirty 20.
Same.
Got a 15.
15. Gertie Forrest, you see B walk into this space unabashedly, just move directly into the crowd. B, you feel yourself enthralled by this performer. You cannot take your eyes off of her. She is everything. The music drowns out the world. You forgot why you came here in the first place. And your partner is lost into the crowd. Forrest, Gertie, you hear this voice. You hear this music, and it seems like you want to give up everything just for a moment to stand in this woman's presence, but you shake it off and you hold steadfast. You are here for a job. You are here for a purpose.
I take a look around the room and just kind of like assess myself after getting lost for a second, make sure Gertie and B are next to me. And I kind of like check the corners and everything as well.
Okay. There are about 100 people crammed into this room. The space is not very big. There is a bar on the far end of this dive and a stage on the other end. Door you came in seems to be a sort of back entrance. Without knowing it, you have walked through a kitchen and a hallway past the bar, and you see the stage before you. There is a set of double doors that people seem to be lined up outside of. A large bouncer, almost as big as the man you met in the back. He wears a black T-shirt, easy cut black slacks. He has a gun on his holster. He does not seem to be paying attention to the music. There's a line of people outside, and they all seem to be almost bursting into this space, almost violent, just to get a glimpse at this performer. Are you looking for anything specific or just a general landscape?
I'm just generally assessing the room. And
Okay, give me a perception check, but give me it with disadvantage because you are in dim light.
Sure. Is B like gone? Like I can't see him anymore?
Make a perception check.
15.
15. You can see B. Pretty different from the rest of the crowd. The crowd is like a mixture of like this new age, no shoes, flowy clothes, and like the tight knit like rocker vibe that is like prevalent here in Rochester. Nobody seems to be as dingy and dare I say Southern as B is. Not great at hiding their weaponry, I don't think. So easy to see in the middle of this crowd, starting as the next song starts to pick up, a more rousing tune. The crowd sways from left and right. B, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a net one.
A natural one.
For three.
Okie dokie. Amazing. He's about 15 feet from you in the middle of this crowd, and all of a sudden he goes down. You don't see him. B, you're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this crowd tramples over you and moves closer to the stage.
Do I get another wisdom saving throw because of damage?
You do get another wisdom saving throw because of damage.
You got to save a 70-year-old from a mosh pit.
Does it seem like it's specifically the woman singing that they're intrigued by, or is it the music as a whole that is kind of captivating?
You locked onto this voice. For a moment, you didn't even hear the band. All you could hear was just her vocals above the crowd, drowning everything out. So you get a pretty good sense it is this woman.
Can I tell anything about her? Anything unique about her? Anything that makes her look inhuman in any way?
Okay, why don't you make either an investigation check or an insight check for me?
And I'm going to turn to Gertie and say, God damn it, I knew bringing this old-ass man wasn't going to be a good idea. And I'm going to go try to pick him up out of the mosh pit. Just like elbowing my way through people.
Give me a strength saving throw just to get through this crowd and to pick him up.
Strength saving throw, okay.
Yes. You are reacting to this crowd.
Still shitty.
You're going to protect yourself, too.
A 6.
A 6? Okay, make a dexterity save.
Oh, no. 12.
A 12, Gertie. Gertie, you see Forrest go down.
God damn it!
Men. And I'll like start my way in to try to get them out.
Strength save. Let's go.
Yep. I got a 9 on my insight, by the way.
Oh yeah. You're very distracted by the fact that Forrest just almost like head dives into this crowd, and they swallow him whole.
Great. All right.
Off to a great start, guys.
Gotta get them out. Strength save. Cool. Nat 1.
Oh my god.
We're good.
You don't even.
No. That was a 7.
Oh,
that was
7.
7.
I
Okay.
just had to die.
Great. Amazing. Make a dex save for me.
Jeez.
Good lord. Okay. 22.
22. You
There we go.
are not strong enough to go against this crowd, but you are lithe and dexterous. You know your way around a crowded bar, Gertie. This is your home. If you were a ranger, this would be your favorite terrain. You easily maneuver your way in and out of these people. There is almost 2 people per square foot of this dive, but you are able to not only make your way through, but lock eyes with Forrest and with B. Now, if you want, you can make an athletics check to try to pull one of them up.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Who would you like to pull up?
Which one of you is smaller?
I
mean,
I don't know.
I'll pull the old man up.
probably.
Okay.
the old man.
All right. Yeah, I'm
Right.
going for Vinny. Or B, sorry. Athletics check. Here we go. Solid 6.
Solid 6. Okay, this is a contested roll, so even with the 6, you might not have failed. I am not going to roll for the crowd, but B, I need you to roll an acrobatics check as if you are trying to escape a grapple. This crowd is going to give you a +2 to that.
It's a solid 8.
An 8. He is just too frail, too small, and this mosh pit is moving him back and forth. You can't grab onto him. You cannot find purchase of B. And both Forrest and B are going to take another 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die in this pit.
I would like to work my way to the usher.
Okay.
Excuse you, aren't you gonna do anything about this? They're down in the middle of the pit over there.
I need you to make a performance check to try to break through the sound of this band.
Okay. $19.
19. As you scream at this bouncer, you assert your presence. Once again, you know how to get your way in a dive bar. The bouncer looks at you for a moment, looks back at the crowd that is trying to burst into this bar, and you have his attention.
I got 2 guys that are down on the floor getting trampled. You want to help me out, please?
He groans, rubs his temples, and stands up from his post. He does not move into the crowd himself, but you see him point at somebody over the crowd. And all of a sudden, B, you feel a large hand on the back of your collar. Forrest, you feel something around your waist as a large man, almost identical to the 2 men you see, about 6'5", like large frame, like darker brown skin and blue eyes, picks you up and sets you on your feet. You're now swaying with this crowd. He doesn't say a word as he pats you both on the shoulder and forces you to look at the stage. Both of you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Solid 10.
Okay.
17.
17. Forrest, once again, you shake this off. You have a job to do. You are back on your feet, but you see B right next to you start to move towards the stage.
God damn it. I'll try to grab him by the collar.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. B, either athletics or acrobatics.
13.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay. He was trying to stop you, B, so you feel a hand on your shoulder. You are stopped. And you see Forrest. You kind of snap out of this. You know you have a mission. What do you all do?
Let's try to get to the bar.
The hell? I just wanted to drink. What the fuck?
And we'll try to. I'll just try to sway my way to the bar this time.
Okay.
Instead
At
of
this
fighting
point,
the rhythm.
you've kind of gotten the rhythm of the crowd. You all make it to the bar. The bartender is a small looking man, very I hate to say twinkish, but very twinkish, is not as interested in this music as the rest of the crowd, but seems to be happy with the break that he is getting because everybody is focused on the performer and not at crowding the bar. So as you 3 come up to the bar, he has your full attention. What can I get for you?
A bourbon, a scotch, and a beer.
Bourbon,
Just
scotch, and a beer, and 2 beers? Just 1 beer.
Just 1 beer.
Were you ordering all that for you, B?
Yeah.
Mm.
I like
So
my
2
drink.
beers.
Jack and Coke?
Got it. Jack and Coke, okay. And a beer, and then a bourbon, beer, and a scotch. Coming right up.
You get that all mixed together, or
I can get it in a single glass.
A single glass. You see, he set out 3 glasses, and then he just pushes 2 away. Get you your drinks. You be starting to tap with us tonight.
Yeah. You start tab.
Okay, this for all of you. You paying
Yeah,
separate.
on the old man.
It's on him.
Okay.
God damn.
And I'll
She
pat
turns
you on-
around.
I'll pat you on the shoulder, and I'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
He turns around as you cast that, lost in the crowd. It blends in to the light as you do some sort of herbal magic and rub it on his wounds. You get your drinks. The small man slips behind the bar. You're on a mission. You've never been closer to the end of a hunt than you are now. You can taste it. You can smell it. They are here. There is magic here. There is a monster in your presence.
Is there a check I might be able to do to see if it's like one of the people on stage or if it might be in somebody that's in the back?
All of you make an investigation check for me.
I want to put my goggles on and just kind of like scan around. That allows me to. You do that with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. 3
13.
and a 13. With a 13, Forrest, I think you are distracted by the bartender. You see his hand looks about as old as B's hand. B, there are a lot of people here. You see the people who are not enthralled with this performer have some sort of job to do and are innately focused on that job. What is strange to you is that there are these bodyguards, these large individuals who look almost identical, save for their hair pattern and the clothes they wear. You also notice that this young bartender is starting to age very similarly to the bodies that were found outside of this bar. And the last thing you notice is a man. Same brown colored skin as these bodyguards, same blue colored eyes, but he is young and fit. He does not stand at 6'5", but he doesn't blend into the crowd either. It is almost like if you stare at him for even a second, he would take focus from this performer. You have a sense that he knows exactly what is happening on stage. Like he is anticipating, predicting the music and not enjoying it or letting it overcome him like the others. He sits in a small velvet chair. It's not ornate, but it is not as if it came from this bar. Like you're sitting on gross wooden stools at this moment that are sticky and have gum on the underside of them, cigarette burns, and looks like he has some sort of position here.
I point him out to Forrest and Gertie. I think that's our guy.
The owner?
Pretty important.
Hmm.
Doesn't seem like he's. Seems like he's. I don't know. He's not following me in the music. More like he's orchestrating it.
You heal for 10 B, by the way.
Refreshing. Grab my glass of 2 shots and a beer.
And it heals you right up. It's everything you needed. You feel so much better. It's the 60s. Alcohol wasn't bad then.
Yeah.
Should we go say hi?
I think we need to have a conversation with this person. Yeah.
I'll stay back and watch from here.
Yeah.
Okay. As you have this conversation, Forrest, you stay back. Gertie, B, you approach. It's easy to get around this crowd, especially if you're trying to go into this small, roped off a VIP area. As you get closer to this man, you see that, again, there are 2 more of these large guard men with those glowing blue eyes that seem to cut through the darkness, cut through the blinding lights and the smoke. This man, as he sits in his special little chair, doesn't pay any mind to you. Exactly as you said, B, it is almost like he is orchestrating this movement.
I have my hand on the wand in my pocket.
Okay.
Are we able to get to him, or are the bodyguards between him and us?
The bodyguards are not in between him and you. They are further past him. There is not a velvet rope, but a braided dark purple and blue kind of like ribbon that is like braided into a rope that sections off where he is sitting so that the crowd does not bother him, and they are past you.
Okay.
His back is turned towards you, and before we get to what you 2 do, Forrest, you feel you feel a hand on your shoulder. Bony, cold.
I turn to look at it.
You look at the bartender. His eyes are not the glowing blue that these large golem-like men have, but almost like you're looking into the eyes of like, honestly, of B. You see kind of like that cataracts has set in. His eyes are like faded and discolored. What are you doing with the boss? He doesn't like to be disturbed.
Friend, you don't look too hot. You doing all right?
I've came a long way to work here. My name's Jonas. Jonas Sterling. Maybe you heard of me. All the way out from Tennessee. Tell me, you heard of me? Make a wisdom save for me.
So many wisdom saves. I'm so glad I picked a wisdom caster. 18.
18. Okay. You take 6 points of necrotic damage, and you shake off whatever effect was coming and enthralling you. But you feel like your voice start to crack, and you feel all of the energy kind of leach out of your body just for a moment as Jonas puts his hand on you. Did you enjoy your beer? I can make you another one.
Oh. And then I'll grab my walking stick and just hit him with it.
Roll to attack.
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to bonus action shillelagh that so that I can then attack.
Shillelagh.
22.
20. Yes. Absolutely. You hit. Roll damage.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You smack Jonah in the side of the head, and almost in time with the music, a loud cymbal crashes as his skull caves in, and this frail young boy falls, hits his head on the bar, and is now bleeding and dying on the floor in front of you.
Fuck. I'll look around just to see if anybody sees that.
Nobody has seen it.
Okay, first I'm gonna staff a healing myself and try to cure, and then I'll try to cure wounds him.
Okay. As you leap across the bar to touch him to cure wounds him, we'll flash back to Gertie and B. What would you like to do?
So we didn't know any of that was happening.
Absolutely not. No.
Cool.
Try to get around to the
Yeah.
to see if you can get into eyesight of him.
If
Like eye line.
if I can, I'm just gonna go sit down next to him.
Follow her.
If I can get there, I just want to go sit down next to him.
Yeah, as you
Sit back and cross my.
kind of like step over this braided rope, the noise is muffled. It is like you are in a different room almost. And instantly your vision shifts. It is a bright white room, almost marble. You see in a distance that it seems impossible for this small bar, an open-aired pavilion almost held aloft by large Roman-like columns. You look up and there's a beautiful painting on the ceiling, almost I mean, it could rival the Sistine Chapel. It is almost enthralling to look at, and then you find focus on this man who isn't wearing what he was before. He wasn't fine clothes as you got closer to him, purples of crushed velvet, blue suede shoes, a gold bolo tie, his hair perfectly coiffed, his belly perfectly chubby, and he turns towards you with his glowing blue eyes, and he stares, and he cocks his eyebrow, and he gestures to the stage. And what you see is not the woman you saw before, but more like energy, more like this ball of glowing light, and it just pulses and hums and sings. She's wonderful, isn't she?
Great.
She was certainly
Great.
enthralled for a moment there, yeah.
You know the name she chose? The Nightingale. So beautiful, so tragic.
Is she your doing?
Am I doing? No. She's a talent all on her own. All I can do is help the world see her.
Oh, so you're her agent. You hired her.
You call it something like that? Why do two hunters come to my space?
I own a bar here in town. I'm here to check the place out, see the other local stuff going down.
You say it as if we are one and the same. Your bar, in which all of the hunters gather to fight their little monsters and drink their little drinks. But here you walk on sacred ground. You cannot think we are one and the same.
Sacred ground? What you mean, sacred ground?
You paid your tithing to get in. Do not come to worship at the feet of one of the greatest. What did you say, agents? Do you not have questions?
Yeah, let's start with a name. What's your name?
Well, I've gone by many names, but I like the one that this establishment gives me.
Bacchus?
It is nice here, no?
Yeah. It looks a lot better from this side than that one. I'll tell you that.
So you truly can see how sacred these grounds are. Good. Why have you come? You test my patience. Your set is almost over.
I wanted to get to know you.
And you, old man?
Trying to see out new scenes, I suppose. Heard tell of people not coming back from there.
You're simply here on business.
Oh,
And here I was, thinking you would come for a good time.
no, I have my good time in a glass right here.
Well, if you're here for business, finish your drinks and you may exit. Otherwise, you may stay for pleasure. There's no other option.
Is there a chair near him?
Do you want there to be a chair near him?
Yeah.
There's a small, like, marble stool that you can pull up if you want.
Okay, so I will take a seat on the stool. And I'll be like, look, I just want to have a talk. Tell me about yourself. Where'd you come from? I haven't heard of you around here before, and I've been around for a while.
It is less about who I am and what I can do for you. Would you like to make a deal?
Why would I want to make a deal?
I do not know. You seem like the type searching for something more. It is Gertie, is it not?
Impressive.
I have been cold worse. I've been cold better. But impressive. I like the sound of it. Are you just going to sit here and ask me questions all day? Because if you do, your friend will die.
Okay, I pull out the wand and cast Finger of Death on him.
Okay. What wand do you pull? Why don't you read the description of the weapon that you have chosen?
The Wand of Orcus.
Uh-huh.
Ghastly Wand of Orcus rarely leaves Orcus' side, and the device, as evil as its creator, shares the Demon Lord's aims to snuff out the lives of all living things and bind the material plane to the stasis of undeath. Orcus allows the wand to slip from his grasp from time to time. When it does, it magically appears wherever its master senses an opportunity to achieve some fell goal. Made from bones as hard as iron, and the wand is topped with a magically enlarged skull that once belonged to a human hero slain by Orcus. The wand can magically change its size to better conform to the grip of its user. Plants wither, drinks spoil, flesh rots, vermin thrive in the wand's presence. Any creature besides Orcus that tries to attune to the wand must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. On a successful save, the creature takes 10d6 necrotic damage. On a failed save, the creature dies and rises as a zombie.
Okay.
I didn't read that.
It's pretty great.
In the hands of the one who attuned to it, the wand can be wielded as a magic mace and grants +3 bonus attack. The wand deals an extra 2d12 necrotic damage on a hit. It has random properties. It's got protection. It's got spells.
But of course, you're a hunter. You've worked with this before. It's a dangerous last-ditch effort to use such dark magics. But you are in a place. You are facing this being, and you're kind of sick of it. Yeah. You feel like it's about time, and you point this withered, rotting piece of wood at this regal, godlike man, and a flash of green, sickly energy consumes his body, and you hear for a moment panic, cries, every prayer, every wish for fame, for adoration, just to be heard, escapes like a cacophony, almost cracking the pillars in this place as that green, sickly energy is absorbed into him. His skin turns paper white, his eyes glow the purple of his crushed velvet suit. He's going to use his legendary resistance to save against this con. He's going to take half damage, but I don't even need you to roll because he stands up.
Oh, damn.
And as he stands up, he seems to be about 14 feet tall. And with his thumb, he rolls a 32 to attack and crushes you for 24 points of damage.
Do I see this happen from the bar?
What you see as you hop over this bar, Forrest, and try to heal this man that you have killed with your walking stick in this club, turn to face you. His face bloodied, his eyes dead, his neck almost off of his shoulders. You see bone cracking out the side. He slowly gets up, and you hear his ribs crack, and the wheeze escape as his lungs compress, not on his own accord. And then you feel a sharp pain as he touches you and casts some sort of dark magic that all but consumes your life energy, and you're going to take 15 points of necrotic damage, Forrest. And I believe you go down.
Yeah.
Gertie, you are left alone in this space. This 14-foot tall man, now clad in regal satin white robes with a golden filigree and a buckle clasping it over his left shoulder. He looks at you. I suggest you get out. I do not have time for your games or your hunts. I may be in charge of these festivities, but there is a rage that burns deep inside of me, and I feel I need to quench it.
She's going to run.
You run.
Yeah.
You run. This crowd turns towards you, blocking your path. And as you push through them, make a dex save for me.
Okay.
Make it a good one.
23.
23.
Yeah.
You move and you push. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as these people are starting to push you and shove you and punch you and pull at your hair. They start to claw at you, and all of a sudden the music stops and the lights go up. It is fluorescent. It is harsh.
Can I would like to cast. Yeah. I would like to cast Firestorm
Okay.
on the crowd of people,
Okay.
blocking my path.
Now, I know what this spell does.
Mm-hmm.
As you create a storm of fire in a small dive bar where every piece of wood that lines the walls, that lines the floor, that lines the bar, that lines the stage is probably soaked over with decades of abuse and alcohol.
So it's all going to ignite?
You know bars, Gertie, but there is something within you, something deep that Bacchus talked about, that fire that needs to be quenched. And you can only fight fire with fire in your experience. You know this probably will be your last act as you burn up this bar and everyone inside of it, but at least you will complete your hunt, or so you hope. What is the last thing that Gertie says before she explodes this fucking bar?
Jesus. Here we go. That's
You
it.
say, "Here you go." How do you cast the spell? Describe it.
So it is cast with my she pulls a guitar out of her bag.
Oh,
Like a ukulele, like little mini guy. But yeah, so here we go, and she strums it, and
you strum the guitar. The chords alight with flame. This ukulele, a ball of fire that digs deep into this crowd. And the last thing you see are these purple lights, these blue and greens escape your vision as they are overtaken by the white hot flames of this fire that burns the floor, burns the clothes of these bodies, burns the bejeweled gowns of the singing nightingale. Somewhere ignites a gas line, and in a moment, the news of the Bacchus exploding goes unnoticed for days as the world focuses on the success that is the Woodstock Festival. Only few were harmed there, but the world has been changed. Maybe for the better, maybe for the more selfish, and maybe to create art and revelry. You three will never know. For your hunt has ended, like all do. You've got your hunter's ending. And the world is hopefully just a bit safer thanks to you three. And that's where we're going to take our break. Come back in about 10 minutes. And if you post the word when we come back, the word dive in the chat, you will be the winner of our giveaway. See y'all in 10 minutes. Bye.
It was fun.
I can't hear a single word you're saying, Cam.
Hello, all. Let's
Hello.
do this.
Hello.
How is everybody doing? Our new little
Good.
hunting party. It's been 30 years. How are you?
Good.
Oh, good.
Good. Okay, welcome back from the break, everybody. If you heard the keyword to win the prize before the break, type it in the chat now. But without further ado, let's do some introductions. My name, of course, is Cameron. He, him, I'm your DM for the rest of this evening. But while I haven't changed, it looks like the rest of the party has. Would you go down the line starting with Colin and making your way to Mikey?
Yeah, my name's Colin. He, him. I'm playing Jake Jenkins, JJ. People call me JJ. He, him also. But
Hi, my name is Maggie, they, she. I will be playing Benny DeMarco, a level 1 warlock from South Philly who's kind of a punk ass.
Hi, I'm Mikey. I go by he, him. I will be playing Francois Frankie Dona. He's not too weathered, about 30, and owner of a bar.
Okie dokie, artichokes. A hunting party, I would say like no other, but hunting parties are usually one in the same. And most hunters end their career the same way, never stopping, working until, well, very much like marriage, death do them part. And on this night, it is hot, it is dark, not a cloud in sight. In fact, the lights of Rochester, New York, light up the night sky. Some would say in a majestic fashion, but some would say hearkening back to their hippie parents or just an age long past, that this was some sort of abomination to nature itself. But whatever you call it, the three of you driving down the road in the dead of night to a newfangled karaoke bar just in the middle of town. You all have a mission. So you don't have the time to stare at the nice night sky and think of niceties. No, there is something afoot. The year is 1999. It is summer, and once again, Woodstock is in full swing. But this year, it's a little violent. Things haven't been going well. People all over this festival have been getting hurt, but that is not what draws your interest. No. The journals, the notes, the clues that you may have scrounged up from a hunt long forgotten in 1969 have led you here to this place, karaoke bar, only titled with the first letter of the name that this dive bar used to be. B. 30 years ago, the bar that stood here completely burned down. on the last night of Woodstock. 30 years ago, 3 hunters came to this exact same space. And now, with a week of preparation, interviewing the town, finding clues, there's been a resurgence of a similar phenomena that happened then. A lot of young, new recording artists that have found their way onto the stage of Woodstock in '99 had bought a room here, spent a night here, had got their start here. This bee. As you ride down this street, what are y'all driving?
We're driving in Benny's beat-up 1987 Buick Skyhawk that belonged to his granddad that is being held together by bungee cords, duct tape, and a dream.
Amazing. Are you driving?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
That
Benny,
thing's
can you
barely
describe-
street legal. Benny's the only one who knows how to drive it.
Well, can you describe Benny for us? What do you look like? What are you feeling as you approach this karaoke place?
Benny is about 5'10". He's got like scruffy brown hair and currently wearing like a black hoodie layered with a denim jacket and like khaki cargo pants kinda. And currently in his dashboard, he has the one thing he could recently afford, which is a cassette tape of Enema of the State by Blink-182 that he's just banging on the dashboard because it keeps jamming.
You hit this dashboard, the car almost stalls on the road.
The fucking thing keeps making that noise again. God damn.
You get a blast of
Hey,
smoke.
Vinny,
in
I
your
can help
face.
you out with that anytime
No,
you get. Just ask.
fucking
I'll help
got
you.
it. I
Oh,
got
okay,
it.
okay.
No one knows this
Maybe
story
if
better
you
than
try
I do.
banging
I
on
got
it a
it.
little harder, it'll work.
Maybe if you try banging on it a little. Okay, I've been trying.
Just a suggestion.
Not wrong. Okay, I got it.
JJ, as you try to intercept, could you describe your character?
JJ, he's just a car guy, a very simple little car guy, about 6 foot. Just a little bumbly, but very trustworthy. And always willing to help out. I'm here for you, Benny. You know, like anytime you need help, I'll help you fix your car. You can always show me what you need on it.
JJ, I got it. Okay, look, this thing, she can run for another 2,000 miles. I swear to God, we can get her. If we just get her to the next state over, we're good. I know a guy. We can get some cheap, quick fixes. Another roll of duct tape. We're fine. She doesn't need any body work. We're good.
Okay. I like the bungees. It's kind of a neat little way to do that.
Don't patronize me.
No.
And Frankie, could you describe your character for us?
He's a 5'11", dark hair, mustache with goatee. Just try to be suave-ish Louisiana man. Was a Louisiana man. Hasn't lived there in quite some time now. He tries the best he can. He's in a brown leather jacket that he got from they found in his mother's closet a long time ago when he was cleaning out her house after she passed. That and a few other things. Yeah, he's just Trying to keep calm and collected.
You try to keep calm and collected as this kind of ruckus is up front. What is the approach as we get to this bar? Are we going in stealthy? Are we going in guns a-blazing? Or maybe a mix of the two?
I feel like it'd be a solid mix.
Okay. Solid mix.
feel
There's
that's it.
parking across the street. There's a lot of cars. Might be hard to find the spot. And as you pass this karaoke bar, the fluorescent purple capital B over the front of the door, you see a line of people outside trying to make their way in.
Well, it's pretty hopping.
Place looks like a
Seems
fucking
like it's gonna
dump,
be-
though.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty long wait.
Look, it's only going to be a long wait if you don't know the right people, all right? We just got to go up, talk our shit, and see if we can get in there. It's simple as that.
Okay.
Trust you, Benny. Anything you say.
You kind of just like pull your Buick in. It's like you don't know if it will make it through the night, but then again, you never know if it will make it through the night. But it's gotten you this far. Where do you park?
I think I'm just going to try to park it in like the farthest corner I can get it into and just try to back it in.
Oh my god! Make a dexterity save for me.
Amazing. That's a 15.
A 15. Okay. It
Yeah.
takes a little bit. You almost get into a little bit of a fender bender, but you expertly back this. Honestly, it's a bomb into this space. It's just a large, dirty bomb. At any moment could
It's a ticking
explode.
time bomb.
Terrifying to literally anybody who is like within 10 feet of this giant fucking vehicle. You don't know what to, like. You're done. It's you turn it off and
She's a beautiful
With a
station
hope.
wagon. How dare you?
oh yeah. That's what you think. Okay.
She's an antique. We gotta be gentle. All right. Which one of you goons is gonna try to talk? It's the way I see it. I don't know if they're gonna let me in, but they might let one of you in.
I don't know if I should be the one talking. I just see want to make sure I'll hang back and follow whatever you do.
Frankie, you gonna
I'll
talk
give
to
it a
people?
shot.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much just keeps on gets out.
Amazing.
Sooner I get, just thinking to himself, the sooner I get out of that gas tank, the better. just to get out of like, I'm assuming like there's a smell in the back seat, possibly of just utter duct tape and like
Yeah,
burnt rubber.
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Honestly.
As he walks over the line, just trying to get a good check out of like what the situation looks like. Is there a bouncer? Is it like
Yes.
ticket door window kind of thing?
Easy to see. There's no ticket door window, but almost like an offering, like an offering basket that they pass around church service. It doesn't look like people are paying a cover. There's a large man in like a fancy like lavender polo shirt, like skin the color of clay and like sunken in, almost glowing blue eyes, not taking cash, but taking things. And you can tell without an insight check that these are things that people have brought from home, have some sort of personal like connection to. Like you see this woman take off a diamond ring from her left hand. You see this tall, dark-haired man holding like a pearl necklace, almost looking at it longingly, and as he drops it into this offering basket. And eventually, you make it to the front of the line yourselves. This man holds up this basket to you, a wicker basket. You see there is nary a thing inside. But you've definitely seen a lot of people put things into this basket.
Benny's just gonna turn to JJ and be like, dude, I lost all my money again last night on some fucked up bet. Could you just spot me like $5 and I got you tomorrow?
Waiting time.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they're one. I don't think they're one cash, Benny.
And what the fuck do they want?
Got anything that's a value? I'm assuming.
I mean, I got a crowbar, like you know.
Is it a fancy crowbar? Like what? What the fuck is it made of? Platinum?
I mean, I like it. It's strong.
Why don't we just ask the cover man? What's it take to get in?
He speaks. It is a low, like gravel voice, almost like stones being rubbed against each other. What is your cost?
Like my soul or something?
He cocks his eyebrow at you. Is that what you're willing to give up?
I mean, I can't really give it up again, but I can try.
This man is steadfast. He's silent, stalwart. Not a witty banter type of man. He just stares and looks at you.
I mean, I thought it was funny.
Fine. I guess Benny's just gonna take off his like baseball cap that he's wearing. That is just like a disguised helm of disjunction. And he's just gonna like throw it in the basket. Be like, "Here, you happy now?"
Okay. He leads you into this space. This is nothing like a bar you have seen before. It is an expanse of hallways, each hallway lined with a multitude of rooms that you can hear music bumping faintly, different genres, different volumes. As you pass, the smells waft like a cologne. You smell floral and like citrus, but also like just like a deep undercurrent of like that burning smell of alcohol, almost like a grape wine. You make your way down this hall, and you aren't alone. This large man shows you to a guide, another man that stands about 6'5" in the same lavender polo, hands like meat chunks as he guides you down a hall. You take a left, almost like a labyrinth. You make your way to until he opens a room. This room emanates a soft light. And on the far end of the wall is a small karaoke machine that has 2 microphones plugged into it and a plush, crushed velvet couch. You are alone. Strangely alone, even. Almost like there is no one here to guide you.
Oh.
I don't know where he'd go.
Both literally and
Cameron,
Very
no.
This is a cool room.
What do you mean back there by selling your soul? If you don't mind me asking, Benny.
Look, it was the fall of '93. I may or may not have put a bit too much money down on a World Series game that I lost.
Huh.
Maybe I owed my bookie a bit too much money. Maybe I put a little bit more than my soul down on it. We don't know.
Who's your bookie?
I did not get his name, and every time I try to ask him for it, he just won't give it to me.
Gotcha.
But he comes and goes whenever he
It's all good. I know that your
wants
soul's
my money.
in good hands, you know. My
Just like my hand on your shoulder and be like, "This is why I appreciate you, JJ."
I mean, no judgment
Fuck
here.
out of you.
We've all got our vices.
Yeah.
That's just fine with me.
So what so this is what karaoke's like? Like they just put you in a room?
Well, usually there's a lot more singing and a lot more drunkards, to be completely honest, at least where I'm from.
Very cool, very cool. I do love that he disappeared.
Oh my god.
Like he did it on purpose
Fucking course.
to stick us in a room. What do we do?
I love live entertainment, guys. This is perfect.
Are you not
Oh, boy.
entertained?
Oh boy.
Oh, pick a song from the Vamp. So Benny, do
JJ.
you like you like singing? I mean, we're in New York, so it's like I kind of feel like maybe since we're here, it'd be kind of fun to, you know, maybe sing some songs. Just like
Nah.
no?
You're not going to get me to do that, JJ. Not today.
Oh. No.
Maybe if you get me a few in me, but not right now.
Okay. I know we're on a hunt, but this seems kind of fun. Dun, 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 dun.
So how'd y'all two meet anyway?
That's a good fucking question.
Well, my brother kind of introduced us in a way.
More or less.
Oh wait a minute. Something's starting to glow. What's happening with this machine over here? I mean, feel like we should check out what this machine's doing.
It's probably just turning on. I mean,
Hmm. I'm gonna look at the machine, and I'm gonna see what the screen looks like on it.
The screen glows
Oh god.
a purple that is almost hypnotic, drawing you ever closer, whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
Very soft, very nice, gentle. I like what I'm hearing. It's kind of giving like a cool purple little glow to it. What what does this do?
Press it, JJ. See what it does.
Okay. I'm gonna go and touch it.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, JJ.
Oh Jesus.
Got an 8.
A screen flashes, a face appears, a man, his skin the same color as those large figures you saw leading you and guarding this place, but he speaks differently, soothing, almost trippingly over the tongue. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you all making your journey. If you would like, you may perform in this space. There's no one to judge you, and every reason for you to become a star you were destined to be. Simply pick a song from the catalog, and the words will appear on the screen. Sing along for your friends, sing along for your family, and maybe one day you will sing on a big stage. Remember,
Are you here?
you are all walking in the light of, he says a word, but it is muffled by the electric buzz of this machine and the lights all around you in this space, almost as if censored somehow, and you, once again, are left alone.
I thought this place was new. Why? What's with all the problems with the effects and stuff?
I told you from the outside of this bar, it looked like a fucking dump. I don't know why the fuck we're here.
I'm gonna try the door.
The door is locked.
Fucking shit. They trapped us.
I'm gonna take out my hold on. Take out my Staff of the Magi and cast Detect Magic on the room.
Okay. As you cast Detect Magic on this room, everything lights up a soft purple light. Your eyes kind of start to drip black ooze. You would all know this to be ectoplasm, as you feel your patron squeeze their way into your tiny form just for a minute, just to put this film over your eyes. And you can sense that this whole place is insanely magical, radiating with some sort of illusionary magic.
Can I throw my crowbar to Frankie to try to jimmy the door?
That'll be an athletics check, Frankie, to open the door.
Alrighty.
Wait. Oh.
Son of a bitch. That's a 6.
Does not budge.
I'm gonna use my staff to cast knock on the door.
Okay. You hear a loud boom. The door creaks open ever so slowly, but the hallway that you see is not the luxurious one you walked down. It is dingy, it is dark, and it looks like every inch of it is covered in ash.
JJ, did that look like before? Did that look like that before?
No, I wasn't paying too close attention.
I
That
don't-
guy was
I don't
pretty tall,
think-
and I was just
I don't
following him.
think that's what the hallway looked like before we got in here.
Oh no.
This is definitely new. Okay. Well, only one way forward, right?
And how's
Let's
that,
go.
Frankie? How's that? You want to go first? Because I'm not going in there first.
Don't worry, I got you. I
Alright.
got you. I'll go in. It's fine.
How about this? Let's go together, JJ.
Okay.
And we step on through.
I'm gonna follow them. And can I? How many times can I cast protection from good and evil if I can cast it at will?
Literally every 6 seconds.
All right. So I'm gonna touch them both and myself.
Okay. You feel it's not a comforting presence as Benny lays his hands on you. It's almost unnerving. JJ, this presence, this thing that gives Benny some sort of strange control over dark magics is very familiar to you, and deeply sorrowful as you feel almost like a brother's protection, like a hand on your shoulder gripping a little too hard. Frankie, this is devil magic. You don't like it, but it gets the job done.
Is what it is. He just says under his breath. Just let's keep going. He's gonna go ahead and pull out both of his pistols just in case.
Okay. Locked and loaded, you walk down this destroyed hallway. You see at the end of the hallway not a white and polished, new-looking door, but a rusted steel and iron, soot-covered door without a handle, just a rectangular slit at eye level that seems to be closed.
Gonna go up and maybe try it.
The
Try to
door
open it.
creaks open. It is dark on the inside. It smells of smoke and of booze and of fire.
Think we should kick it open and just bust in there. What do you say,
I'm
yeah?
with you, JJ.
Attaboy,
How,
JJ.
how
You go
about you,
get him.
Benny?
So
in
I'm
it.
just gonna
Let's do
kick
it.
it open and run in with my with
Oh
my.
my god.
You kick it open and burst inside instantly. The walls are lit with flame. There is a crowd of burnt corpses swaying in the center of this space, black as coal. But it seems as your eyes adjust to the flames and the burning heat as smoke rises, consuming this place. You hear the faint echoes of a brass band on a burnt stage. To your right and to your left, you see a man. His skin charred, his eyes the same glowing blue as the bouncer that you deposited your offering to. And he sways to the music that you can just faintly hear, lost in thought, not even noticing you burst in with your weapon.
As I've got my pistols aimed at the man with the blue eyes, I say, I've heard hot temperatures are not good for these instruments.
He sways, not even registering that you're talking to him.
Can I
Kinda-
cast dispel magic with the staff? See if
You
that
can
does
try.
anything.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna try, yeah.
Okay. What are you trying to dispel? What are you trying
I'm
to
trying to
latch
dispel if there's
onto?
like anything that's like controlling him to see if it like breaks him out of it.
Okay. You cast spell magic in this space. And I think of before when you cast detect magic and got this sense of illusion, right? This sense of masking and just pure magic around you. This space feels like the opposite, though you cannot see it. As you reach out to save or unbind, untether this being, it doesn't seem like there's anything magical that has enthralled him, that has this effect on him.
Ah, beans. Okay. Oh, we're fucked. So,
See,
I guess Benny's just gonna be like, hi. Like, try to get his, like, attention one more time, just to see if he's, like...
This space, about 50 feet by 50 feet, the walls covered in fire. As you step into the middle of it and wave at this being, the fire shrinks in about 5 feet on all sides. And as you wave at this being, he's encapsulated by the flames that kind of line the stage in front of him.
Big Blue Eyes, how you doing tonight? Looks a little hot up in here. It's kind of on fire.
You hear him start to hum to himself. Just an echo of a tune, matching the faintness that you can hear over the roaring of the fire, this ghostly brass band that keeps playing on a loop.
Really digging the vibes around here. Now I want to go closer.
The fire shrinks in another 5 feet.
Maybe not. Just kind of take 1 foot step back. Hey, Brady.
What?
Where should we go?
I'm trying to think this through, man. Like I don't know what this guy's trying to do. I'm trying to think maybe we go closer to the stage, but I'm a little scared.
Oh, the stage. I'll start heading towards the stage.
The fire moves in another 5 feet as you take a couple more steps. You move towards the stage. It seems like in front of the stage there's a wall of fire, and before you can get to the stage you have to pass through this crowd of burnt corpses that seem just like this man, swaying and looking directly into these flames that have totally consumed the stage.
I mean, never seen anything like this before, but this person has kind of an ego trip going on. Everybody's looking like him. I'm just gonna, if nobody's really noticing me, I'll just keep on going.
Okay, yeah, you move
try to
in
try
the
to
crowd.
join the crowd a little bit. I mean, it's kind of scary, but I'll.
It doesn't seem to be giving you any resistance.
Okay. Nobody's if I'm not being resisted, I'll just keep on moving up forward until I get towards the front of the stage. But if it's on fire, it's probably pretty hot.
It's very hot. Do you want to move into the flames?
It seems like it's the only way that we can go. I definitely would. Yes.
Okay. You step onto the first step on into the fire. You immediately take 1 point of fire damage.
Hey, I'm hot.
Yeah, JJ, you're on fire.
Yeah, you see
Some would say
there's
smoke it.
a mic stand starts to rise in the middle of the stage, consumed in this flame. Immediately, any metal starts to glow and any plastic starts to melt a little bit. And if you move closer, knowing that you will be harmed with every step, you take 4 more points of fire damage. And as you make your way to the microphone, all the swaying stops. All of these beings look at you and give you their undivided attention.
Good evening, everybody. My name's JJ.
You take another 2 points of fire damage.
Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
And I feel like maybe
He's not gonna make it.
I would like to maybe sing you a song tonight.
This being in the back immediately just looks at you. His eyes glow, not blue, but in a flash, just a lavender. And you feel the fire around you almost like cooling. And the microphone goes dead. And out of it, you hear a voice. You say your name. It's JJ. You wish to perform? There is no one here. We are long gone. What do you perform for?
Oh, it's all entertainment. It's fun. We're
It
in
is
New York
fun. It is
to sing.
Fun. Fun. I have not heard this word for such a long time. I remember when I used to have fun. Now I am cold and always so hungry.
Well, I mean, you you can have a sandwich or something if you're hungry.
You do please me so, JJ. You who sings for this fun. You do not come and wish for more. What can you ask of an old god?
Biggest thing is to not harm the people I care about. And this place is filled with fire. And it seems like you're doing that.
Oh, am I? I haven't even thought about it. You give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Anyone?
This old god looks at you, and a single tear falls from his eye. And as it hits the burnt floor beneath him, it splashes, and like an ocean, like a tide, cleanses the room of this fire. In a flash of purple light, the crispy corpses and the flames that kind of sit against the wall like wallpaper dissipate. There is only this man who no longer looks like a burnt corpse, but is jovial and filled with life. His skin glows, and the robes he wears are white and silken and gold. His hair is adorned with grape leaves and even vines that start to fruit the longer he stands here. He takes out of this beautiful leather satchel along his side just a small panpipe. I have forgotten what this fun is. Do you still wish? Do you still wish to have fun? Even though this danger is gone?
If it'll make you happy.
Ah! So many people come in here thinking that they take only giving me the scraps. At once, I am filled with joy and sadness. These offerings they give me, they are peddling. Every year more selfish as they come, They want private rooms, and still they wish for fame and fortune, whatever I can give them. It is so, I do not even know the word. like giving to get a transaction. You two.
Hi.
Yeah.
There's my friends.
Benny's just gripping the staff of the Magi with like his everything that he's got. He's so fucking scared.
What is this you have here? This is a tool, a relic lost to time. I know what you are.
Benny just points to himself like very timidly, like me.
You three, you come here. Like they did so many years ago. You're hunters.
I mean, that's just
I
a
mean,
name.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been picking it up as we go along, you know, town to
Are you
town.
not? You're not angry.
More scared, but no.
You are not filled with hate.
Just curiosity.
And you come to bring fun?
I mean, if that's
To
what
s-
JJ wants to bring, I'm not gonna stop him.
Sounds like it's what JJ's best at.
But will you help him? Will you sing for an old man? Play your tunes.
Too, Benny?
He's going to snap his fingers, and your staff of the Magi turns into a long tenor saxophone.
Sick.
Whoa.
Benny just shrugs. He's like, it's been a while since I played one of these, but I can try.
Frankie, he snaps his fingers, and whatever satchel you were wearing, whatever like backpack or anything to hold all of your items, instantly turns into like a large comical accordion.
Amazing.
I mean, it's been a while. Sure, why not?
He blows a tune into his pipe, and immediately you are no longer in this dive bar. The walls open and expand, the roof raises, and you are in this open air. This Parthenon. You're in the center. Every step you make, every twitch of your fingers on your instrument or against your microphone echoes in this space, and you see this man sitting in a throne of crushed red velvet. He looks happy and jovial, but his eyes, they emanate sadness, looking for just the slightest bit of entertainment. And he blows again, and immediately, Benny, Frankie, you start to play. Almost like you know the song, like you know instinctively what you need to do. JJ, you take a step. You breathe into the microphone.
You went mute. Hold on.
You know, it is time to sing.
Oh.
feel
Christmas
words
music. Yeah.
in your vision, and you see them like on a screen appear in front of you. In other words, darling, kiss me. And let me sing forevermore.
Am I supposed to be hearing music?
You
Sorry.
are all I long for, all I worship and adore. Sing, boy,
Ooh,
you got this.
okay. Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna start singing because I don't hear any music. Alright. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be
The
true.
music cuts out. You stand alone on the stage, your final moment.
In other words, I love you.
He stands up.
Oh, yeah.
You still singing?
Okay. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you.
He starts to clap. His hands make thunderous applause, and you feel like thousands of adoring fans are hugging you and giving you a warm embrace. You just feel tears falling down your face, like you have given a performance of a lifetime. And he steps ever closer to you and bows deeply. You did not care. You just had fun. How?
I was told that we were going to karaoke, and I asked Benny if I could sing, and it's cool. I got to sing. It's cool. It's fun.
Benny's just in the back corner of the room with his lighter in the air, like crying.
You are truly one in a million.
Oh, thank you.
For years, I have fed on ambition and hope and greed and fame. But you made me realize why I started in the first place. It all began as a simple festival, really. I would have fun. All of them together. I did not bargain or pay or want more than I had. I only wished to create. Why has it changed?
Well, I think people lost fun. You just gotta go out there and I don't know. Just gotta live day by day. Live in the present. At least that's what I do.
Hmm. Live. What a thought. For 30 years, I've been stuck to this place. Between life and death. Slowly feeding. Slowly surviving. But no fun. Until now. I think there is a reason this group of hunters have come to this god of revelry. JJ, the microphone in your hand, it looks different. It is no longer a thing, a tool of metal and plastic. It is small and brittle and rotting. It's long, curved piece of wood. You feel the power surge through your veins. It's not fun. It's very dark. But as you examine this wand in your hand, this god almost looks at you expectantly.
What's this? I kind of reach over and is this a gift?
Not a word, he just shakes his head. Silently, he shakes his head.
Well, I just had a lot of fun playing that. Do you want this? And then I would like touch him with it, like give it to him, try to give it to him.
He gets closer to you as you start to move towards him with this wand. As you kind of push it forward to him, he motions his hands outstretched, like accepting an embrace almost.
And I'm gonna touch him with it.
As you touch him with this wand, you see a spell uncast, an energy that lied dormant, awake in the center of his chest. As this wand just sticks in place, in reality, unable to be moved, no matter how hard you yank, no matter if you let go, floating in the air, almost stuck in his chest, like veins of green light, like roots adhering to this man's chest. This wand, it almost encompasses him, and it starts to flash like blood in veins, this glowing green, as he slowly withers to dust. and you are alone once again.
Honey, I got to sing.
You did phenomenally, bud. Like he's still just like in tears. Like his parents would always sing like Sinatra and shit like that, like in the house, and it just like reminded him of home.
Sang so beautifully, you sang him
You're
to
so
sleep.
fucking good. So fucking good, bud.
Thank you, thank you. Maybe we should get out of here. Try to find a way out. Because that was fun, and I was excited to do it. But do you think we could leave now?
Yeah, if it's. I kind of agree. It looks like this place is about to fall to pieces.
Yeah, you're not.
Maybe you're
You're
right.
telling me.
You eventually make your way to the parking lot, to your big hulking van, and
It's a
all the other
station
cars.
wagon.
All
Get
the
it
other
right.
cars. I'm sorry. All the other cars that were there are gone, emptied from this parking lot. And as you look back at this place, the last thing you see is not the building that you were in, but the flashing bee, that purple light. As you get into your station wagon and you drive away. And that's it. We're done. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night. Bye, kiddos.